Hi guys, Exalt Dragon here. Today I'll be explaining how to use the clear acrylic frame and demonstrating how you can use it to give your posters, your cell art, mouse pads or whatever in your Itabe a professional appearance. This is what your poster looks before and after. It will look very professional and well done. You'll need several things. Firstly, you'll need your art book or poster itself, as well as 2 sheets of acrylic about 2 to 3 mm thick, about an inch bigger than the piece which you're sandwiching. You'll need a pencil and a ruler, 4 mm bolts and with the nut, or screws with the nut, and a drill bit of the same size. Okay, the first step is to take your acrylic board and with your ruler and your pencil, make several markings on the edge of along the border where you want to put the screws in. So you do that by putting the ruler there and then just making several markings at the point which you want. And usually you want to have about an inch or so of border. You can't put the screw hole too close to the side of the acrylic because the acrylic might crack. So you just make like several markings. You have to make a few markings to take the average of them and make it accurate. So once you're done, you just connect the dots, and then you turn it the other way. You just repeat the same step. And then connect. So you have your marking for the screw, which is exactly over there, and then you repeat it 4 times. So you end up with something that looks like this. So and it's on all 4 corners, and as you can see with in this case I did the marking at a little less than an inch. I did 2.5 cm on one side and 1.5 from the top and bottom, which has quite a bit of allowance for the calendar which I'm going to put in. So yeah. And then once you're done with that, you get your drill, a disc. In this case we're using the 4mm one because we're using 4mm bolts. And then you basically just drill at 4 points. Yep. In this case I've actually stuck 2 sheets onto each other with scotch tape. You can use a vise or something for this, but I've used, you can just tape it together, and so when you drill through, it pokes through both of them. Right. And once you're done with the drilling, I'm not going to do it now, you'll end up with something that looks like this. Right. With the 4 holes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 holes. So and you're ready to get started. So just prepare your poster. In this case, I'm using a Toho series and undefined fantastic object poster. And so you just have to strip away the covering, the plastic paper on the thing, and end up with your sheets nicely done and prepped. So it's like, yeah. And then once you do that, just sandwich the poster between the two layers. You notice I'm trying very hard not to touch the acrylic now because I don't want my fingerprints to get inside the sheet. And just align it nicely, more or less in the center. Line. Okay. Put the top sheet on. Just rest together nicely. Okay, so, and for the last step, okay, so you take your bolts and the screw and the nut, and then you basically just have to slot them in. It's just a simple matter of slotting it in and connecting the nut on the other side. You get something like that, and then you just repeat it for all 4 sides.